Oh my gosh, I just love Thursdays. I love doing Obliterating Obstacles with you. I love the music. I love the whole thing. I cannot wait to see what we draw here. So every Thursday we draw from this list. Well, this list, it's not a list, is it? It's a bin. It's a bin of your video challenges. This is all from people who have joined our Facebook group, Get on Camera. And as you join, you share a video challenge. And then every week we take one and we solve one. So let's see what we're going to get today. It always makes me crazy. Oh, keeping people on for more than 3 seconds. Oh, that's a good one. All right, let's turn the music off because it's time to get serious. All right, so what we drew is, how do you keep people on for more than 3 seconds? You can't see that down here, can you? All right, let's talk about this. Has anybody experienced this? So you're going live and you see people on, however many, we'll pick some low numbers, 5 people on, and then all of a sudden it's 4 people on, and then 3 people on, and then 2 people on, and you're like, what the heck is happening? Why are they all bailing? Okay, so let's talk about what happens. The first thing that we can talk about here is that they don't mean to be joining. So they're on their phone, right? It's almost like a pocket dial or a butt dial or whatever else it is, right? They're scrolling and it stops and they don't mean to be there, okay? So those are the ones that like on and off real quick. Don't worry about those. Those are not the ones that you need to start like freaking out over. It was the butt dial. That's what I want you to think about. Oh, butt dial. Oh, they didn't mean to be here. It could be that they're like, oh, I wanted to watch it from the beginning. So if they jump on late and then they leave, it may be that they're like, they're coming in at 15, 20 minutes in or 10 minutes in. And they're like, no, I want to wait and watch the whole thing from the beginning. So just know that some of those drop-offs could be for that. Okay. But I'm guessing that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about here are the people who leave and you feel like it's because they don't want my content. Okay, so what could be happening that's making them jump, bounce, whatever it is? Okay, so I could sit here and we could talk about mindset, but I don't want to talk about mindset today because there could be a reason that they're not staying and watching your video. Okay, so let's talk about the real, this is the pink elephant in the room, right? Okay. It could be that you are not getting to the point fast enough. Now, I know sometimes we feel like we have to warm our audience up. So we start in and we are like, hey, everybody, how you doing? How's your weekend? What are you doing? Who's on? Oh my gosh, I can't, where are y'all from? And then that takes 10 minutes. Okay. If people are bouncing during that portion of your live, it's because that's not why they're there. They're there because they want to learn whatever it is that you're going to share, whatever knowledge you're going to share, whatever mind-blowing moment you're going to give them. So you need to get there faster. So if that's you and you start your lives and you got all that extra fluff, what's driving the fluff? It could be nerves. It could be that you just don't know. You thought that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to let people feel welcome. I'm welcoming them into my house. But if people are bouncing, oops, upside down. That could be why. Okay. Now, does that mean that you have to get to the punchline within the first 3 seconds? No. But what you need to do is make sure that you are grabbing people's attention and you are clearly stating, what is this video about? What are they going to get in this video? That's what keeps them on. Okay. So we talk about, we just did this training. Was it this week? Yeah. Hook, story, call to action. Hook, story, call to action. How do you pull that together and how do you plan for that? Okay. If you're not doing hook, story, call to action, that's likely why people are leaving, because you may be taking too long to get to that story. That's what they want. They want that information. So the hook, the design of the hook is to grab people's attention, make them to stop their scroll. Oh, wait a minute. What's she talking about? Oh yeah, I do want this. Then when you start to get into it and you're sharing content, that's what keeps them on longer. Now, I think we did some training. This has maybe been a while. Those of you that are in the Go Live League, we've talked about this more recently. And that is this whole idea of having a, I'm just drawing a complete blank right now. Purpose statement. There we go. Woo! Purpose statement. Your purpose statement is like your promise to your audience about what they're going to get when they watch this video. That's another way that you further keep people staying on with you. Okay. So let's just do a very, very quick recap, and then I'm going to go to comments because I see several in there. You don't want, you want to get right to it as fast as possible. No fluff. Cut out the fluff. Okay. You want to start with the hook. In fact, ideally, those should be the first words out of your mouth. The question that you're going to ask that pulls people in. And then you can talk about, here's what we're going to do in this video. Here's what you're going to get in this video. Here's why you want to be here. Here's why you want to stay. Don't leave, stay. Here's what you're going to get. And then get to the content. Give them valuable stuff. Okay. So all of those things could be reasons why you got people bouncing. Okay. Let me go to comments. Hang on. Okay. Stephanie says, this is a good one. Yes, it is. And she says, oh my God, so true. I totally go away when there's fluff. Yeah, a lot of people do. I know I do. There are coaches that I follow. If I want to go to one of their trainings, I purposely go 15 minutes late. 15 minutes late, because I know that for the first 15 minutes, this is not going to be anything of value to me. That doesn't mean that I want their stuff, but I show up 15 minutes late because that's when they finally get to the good stuff. All right, let's see what else we got. Hello. I don't know who this is because it says Facebook user, but hello, my friend. It's good to have you here. Okay. Let's see what Stephanie says here. I'm looking to be sure I'm on live, waiting for more people to come on. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this. Okay. You're stalling. It's a stall tactic, right? You're stalling because you're like, more people are going to be coming. I just know they're going to come. So I'm going to stall with all of this fluff. Okay. Let me just give you something to consider here. So you're penalizing the people who showed up on time to wait for the people who were late. That kind of stings, doesn't it? That's the stinger of a question. And that's not meant to you, Stephanie. That's meant to all of you, because you're exactly right. This is the logic that goes in our brain. I need to wait for everybody to get on so that they don't miss something important. Okay. But what you're essentially saying is, I'm going to penalize you for being on time while we wait for everybody who's late. Okay. Now, having said that, I'll just give you a perspective here. So when I started this video, when I started talking, when I drew this out, there were 4 people on. And just now it hit 8. So I've been talking now for 7.5 minutes. If I waited until now to get to 8, how would the rest of you feel? If we hadn't gotten to any content, if I was just now starting to talk about content 8 minutes in, how would you feel? Let's drop some comments. Be real. Be real. I want you to, because this is going to help everybody else. How would you feel if for the last 8 minutes it was all fluff and I was just getting to the point now? Because now I'm to the point where I have enough people that I feel like, what's the magic number? Are you waiting for 5, 10, 15? When do you stop waiting? So what I would tell you is you don't wait, you go. Because here's what's going to happen. It may take some time. It may take some time, but your people will recognize that you're not fluff, that you're going to get right to it. And if they don't want to miss it, they're going to be there right at the beginning. And now I'm talking specifically about something that's scheduled. If we're scheduled to do training for this specific time, you want to start on time. Respect the people who are showing up. Okay, I feel like I've been on a soapbox here. So let's see what you got here. Okay, let's see here. Lori agrees on all fronts. And she also says, I would be bored. Yes, bored. Okay. If I only have a few minutes and they're dragging their feet, I leave. Yeah, because you're busy. You're all busy. Everybody's busy. Ain't got time for this. Give me something that I can use that's of value and I'll stay. If you're filling me with fluff, I'm gonna bounce. And I may come back and watch the replay, and that may be my intention. You know what? It's too much fluff. I'll come back and watch the replay so I can fast forward it. So I can put it on double time or triple time or whatever else it is. That may not be another reason people are bouncing. Okay, let's see what else we got. Yeah, here, that's exactly it. I go wait for the replay so I can advance to the stuff I'm interested in. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so what I was saying is what will happen over time is that people will start to realize that you're no nonsense. You're not fluff. You're going to get right to the good stuff right from the get-go. And they'll start to show up on time. Okay. If you're worried about one person who's habitually late for showing up, what I want you to think about is their tardiness, that's not on you. And that's certainly not on everybody else who's showing up. Okay, it's on them. Now, but we can talk about tactics. What do you do to help catch people up that join late? You review. Okay, so if I'm sitting here and I'm watching, okay, I had 4 people at the start. Now I'm at 8 people. Okay, when did those people come on? They might have missed the beginning part. So I'll go, okay, let's just recap. This is a recap for everybody, not just for the late people. Let's just recap. We're talking about this. How do you keep people on for 3 minutes? We're talking about cutting out the fluff and starting right to it and making sure that people, and I just do a quick review. Then I know that the people, the 4 or 5 people who've joined since I started, we're all caught up and it's a good review as well. Okay. Just because you haven't finished all your content doesn't mean that you can do a review. So I kind of do this with my eyes. I keep one eye on that number and one eye on the camera so that I'm recognizing, do I have a bunch of people that came on late and do I need to take just a split second and recap? But here's what I don't want you to do. Don't back up in the middle of a sentence. Okay, here's what that looks like. Let me think of something I can. I'm drawing a blank for something. What can I teach you? I'm looking for something. I have nothing. I've cleaned my office. I have nothing. Okay, let's just say I'm gonna teach you. That's all I got. I'm gonna teach you how to sharpen a pencil. Okay, so let's just say I'm teaching you. I started right on time, no fluff, and I'm like, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the pencil and there's 2 holes. You're gonna put it in the hole that. Oh, we've got new people. Okay, well, hold on. Let me back up. So first of all, this is a pencil sharpener and this is a pencil. Okay, so I think you're pretty caught up. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to take the pencil. You're going to look for the hole that is, another new person. Okay, hold on. Let me back up again because we had one more person join and let me make sure they're caught up. Don't do that. How frustrating is it? Are you just like, let's just say you don't know how to do this and you're desperate to know the answer. Where do I put the pencil? Now I've interrupted myself and you twice. If that happens to me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm on bounce. And I'm going to come back so I can fast forward to the point where you actually show me what to do. Okay? So what you're going to do is finish your point first. Okay? Here's the sharpener. Pencil goes in the sharpener. Now I might notice I get people joining, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn. Okay? You're going to turn. Okay? I want you all to practice that. I noticed a couple new people join. Let me talk about how this works. And then you repeat then. You don't interrupt your sentence. Okay? Think about it like this. Those people that join late, they're not purposely wanting to interrupt you. And they probably don't have an expectation that you're going to coddle them and restart everything you had planned just for them. They were the ones that were late. And that's not calling anybody out for being late. They understand they're late and they recognize that there's probably going to be some catch up that has to happen. All right. So what do you all think of that? How do you all feel about that whole interrupting my thought to get people caught up? Does that resonate? Have you seen that happen? Does it drive you bananas? Let me know. Okay. Thank you for calling that out. You guys are always so good at asking the right questions or making the right statements that help me think about where else we can go and where else could be, not the pen on pencil. I don't know why I raised that. Why else people might be bouncing, right? That absolutely could be one of those reasons. Okay. By my clock, I've been on for 13 minutes. I'm going to do my darndest to start to shorten these and keep them around no more than 15 minutes. So what questions do you have for me about how do I keep people on for more than 3 seconds? Oh, I thought of something I wanted to add. While you're thinking of questions, here's a quick one. This is, I did a post on my personal profile the other day. And I said, if you want more engagement, you have to give people something to engage on. I want you to stop and think about that for a second. If you want more engagement, this is true for your lives or for your posts. You have to give people a reason to engage. So if you want to keep people on for more than 3 seconds, how are you engaging them? What are you doing to keep them engaged? That's what's included here. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So really get into what do I need to do to make this an engaging video and an engaging post? Asking questions is a great strategy. Getting involvement from the audience, great strategies. All about engagement, and that will keep people on. If people feel in a day, let me just tell you what kind of day it's been with this dog. He is not a happy camper. He has not been happy all morning. All right. All right. Let me see what we got for comments here. He's still barking, but it's quieter. I think somewhat quieter. Okay. Let me see what we got here. All right. Totally drives me bananas. There's people I follow, they have good information when they finally get to it. Yes, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I rarely watch them live for that very reason. Okay, let me see here. Robin says, oops. Robin, Otis baby, come on. Okay, it makes me, that face. Although it's a happier face, but hopefully you got a little giggle out of that. When the host backs up and restarts, oh, I know. Listen, it's hard to fight against that because so many of us want to be nurturers and teachers and it's hard to resist that. So, but yeah, it is very frustrating when you are right there with them. You've been on time and then, so frustrating. Otis agrees to not start over. Yes, he does. Okay. All right. I don't see any other questions, so I'm going to wrap us up. I said 15 minutes and I'm at 16. I'm going to keep working on it. All right. What was I going to say? I did not plan. These are always hard for me because I can't plan a close or a call to action because I don't even know where we're going to go. So I got to kind of wing it on the fly. If this is you and you are struggling to keep people on your videos, what I want to know is of what you learned today, what's one thing you can do? I gave you 4 or 5 different ideas of things to think about. So I want to know what one thing are you going to apply on your next video that's going to help you with this. I like to think of it like I'm giving you choices or options. Don't try to do all of them. You'll overwhelm yourself and you'll make yourself crazy. Back to the little icon that Robin gave. It'll make you crazy. So pick one. Get really good at that one. Then pick another one. Get really good at that one. Okay. My best recommendation of everything that we've talked about today is stop the fluff. Figure out why you're doing the fluff. What is your intention behind the fluff? Why do you not just start? Really dig into that a little bit. I would say start there. It's probably the number one thing that people do. Okay. Yes. Don't back up when you see new people come in. Do a review, but finish where you're at. Finish your thought, finish the exercise. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but finish the content and then catch people up. Okay. You're also giving the people time to practice or implement or apply or think or whatever else it is. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining me on Thursday. I hope you enjoyed Obliterating Obstacles today. Can't wait to see what you're going to do with this. And let's see here. What do we have the rest of this week? Tomorrow morning, bright and early, Lori Conkler and I will be live talking about sales conversations. This was requested. So thank you all for giving Lori and I some ideas of what things you want to talk about. We try to go live once a month and talk about sales and marketing stuff. So it is tomorrow, Friday at 9 a.m. Central. Bright and early. I know it's early for me because I'm on Mountain Time. So that's 8 a.m. for me. 9 Central will be live. And that's it. That's the rest of what's going on this week. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.